ain't no kings in the USA. You're not God, motherfucker. No matter what you say, you break your word, you steal and lie, but you can't break us, no matter how you try.
And welcome Ithaca. Welcome Tompkins County. We're doing it. The rain is holding off. Yes. Keep those good thoughts in your mind. No more rain. We're going to have a great afternoon. We have so much planned. We have a whole section of music at the end of this program that we hadn't expected we would have. So this is very exciting. And I'm not going to say much more than my name is Emily Adams. This is Melissa Blake. This is Ken McKinney. We are the steering committee for Indivisible Tompkins County. And we will have more to say. You'll see us again, but we're not going to spend much time because we have our first speaker right on the steps and she has to head out somewhere else. So please say goodbye to Melissa and Ken. Hello to Anna Kellis, our Assemblywoman. All right, here we go. Too hot. There we go. Okay, I'm going to introduce Anna, but I'm not going to give like her resume or anything because this is my friend Anna. This is my hero Anna. She got me like into politics. She inspired me. We started in the Bernie times, and we just kept going. And this woman has so much heart and so much integrity and so much passion. You know, it just keeps me going on those days when I want to hide my head under the pillow and not get up. It's like, okay, but Anna's out there fighting. On her days off, she does the work of about 3 people.
I don't do day off.
No, yeah, right. On a normal work day, you do like the work of 10 people. And this is kind of why I want her to speak. Well, I asked her to speak because I was hoping she could share and inspire and tell us how we can all have her back more and we can help her more.
Yes.
Because this has got to be a team thing, guys.
Yes, please.
It's all of us, and nobody else is coming to save us. And people like Anna are too few and far between in elected office, and we got to have their backs. Yay! I love the message on the front. Yeah.
Cowards, losers, and thugs, go the hell home. Go the hell home.
Okay, I think I totally forgot what I was prepared to say.
That's all right. We got it. We got it, Emily. We got it. We can take it from here.
All right, I got it back,
you.
Anna.
You are so beautiful! Woo! People know me, they know I speak from my heart, and I normally don't write notes, but there's so much that I wanted to share, and I only have so much time. So I did write some notes, so if I'm looking at my phone, then you know what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep myself on track. This is like classic ADHD brain right here. But a few of the things that I said right off the top, some of the things that I'm going to say, y'all already know, but if you know what I'm about to say, or the things that I'm saying, you're listening to them and you say, I already know that, then you have the responsibility to teach everybody else who doesn't. That is one of the biggest things that we all have here today, that we have to walk away with that feeling of responsibility. But the first thing that I want to say, given that I know that everybody here is already motivated and activated, is that we are all family. And that our mental health is more important than anything right now. And that every single person here is their own person, which means there's not a single person here who agrees 100% with a single person here. Now imagine all the people who aren't here with us today. And it's our responsibility, if we want to take back this country from the fascist dictator that is currently sitting in the White House, then we need to, hell yeah, let's call the truth what it is. Then we need to find the common ground with absolutely everybody that we see. Everybody that we're talking to, and even the people that we mostly don't agree with, start with just sheer humanity and find something anything, because what I have found over and over and over again, when we are self-righteous, I don't care how righteous you are, but when we are self-righteous, the person that we are talking to will get defensive and walk away and be that much more hardened against anything we have to say. So we are here to change the world, to bring it back, to make this country a safe place for absolutely everyone. And therefore, in democracy, that includes those that don't agree with us, so find that common ground, build that family. And when I say everyone, please remember I don't only mean human beings. I also mean every single creature on this planet, because we are stewards of this land. We are not dominators of this land. And please, I know we all talk about Indigenous rights all the time, but find some people in the Indigenous communities and hang out with them. Don't just use the quotes and say we're standing on Indigenous land, but go do a sweat lodge. Go break bread and learn what it means to be a true steward from hundreds of years ago and bring back the rights of the Indigenous peoples of this land so that they have all the rights that we do, because currently they don't. And we trot over them every single time their land has any wealth whatsoever. And that is unconscionable. We stand together. So I'm putting my reading glasses on, y'all now, everybody. It's getting serious. I've got some topics that I've been asked to cover. I'm going to start first, and a lot of you already know this. What is government? What is the structure of government? What are the different tiers of government, and what are they responsible for? And I say this because we have a representative government, or we're supposed to. We need to make sure we do. And instead of attacking our legislators and demanding they do what we want them to do, we all need to know what they are supposed to be doing and stand and lift them up and support them in doing that. And making sure that we have the representatives that have our back. So here's what local government does. One of the most important things that local government does. Home rule. This is a home rule state, not a Dillon rule state. Raise your hand if you know the difference between a home rule and a Dillon rule state. I see some hands. I love you. I love you. A Dillon rule state means the higher level governments can basically bowl over what the local levels say. They can tell them, you are not allowed to pass a sanctuary resolution in your city or I will throw you in jail. That's what happens in Texas. That doesn't happen in New York because we are a home rule state. And every level of government has a right to protect their people, and we respect that. In local governments, ordinances that do zoning, that's really important. You think it's boring as hell? It is boring as hell, and it's also what all wealthy people know, rules, and they make sure they know it better than anyone else, and they make sure it works in their favor. So we make sure that our zoning is inclusive, that it ensures that everybody has a right to live here, that we don't have exclusionary zoning. We still have, in Ithaca, New York, almost 30% single-family zoning, and I am all for single-family homes, but that is different than single-family zoning. Single-family zoning is redlining, and there are deeds in the town, in the city of Ithaca, and I've seen these deeds that to this day still say that you cannot sell that house to undesirable N-word and foreigners. I have read them. Go through your deed, make sure it doesn't have it. Make sure that we have inclusionary zoning so that everybody can afford to live here. That's local government, making sure the roads are taken care of. Those local government. So here's another example of local government. We have a big data center that wants to build right here on Seneca Lake, or Hugo Lake, a mile away from here. Now I'm going to explain something to y'all. None of us can afford our energy bills anymore. I don't know about you, but I can't afford mine. I met someone last month who had a $2,700 energy bill. The number one thing that is increasing our energy bills right now is the implementation and development of data centers. The entire county of Tompkins County uses 87 megawatts of energy a year. That one facility would use 400, 5 times what every single one of us, every building, every entity uses. Zoning is what would determine what can or can't be built there. That's your local government. We aren't, and going to your local government and demanding that they do things that are the actions of the state government is wasting your time and wasting their time. So what's the state government? State government is 6 months out of the year here in New York. Every state is different. Some states only meet every other year. Some states meet 4 months out of the year. Some states meet 11 months out of the year. New York State, we meet 6 months out of the year. We're in session. That's when we can do bills, and that's January through June. I am not in session right now. I'm writing bills. I'm teaching people about my bills. I'm getting my friends and colleagues to sign on to my bills. I'm encouraging the governor to put my budget bills in her executive budget, which she will introduce in January. So if you want to see things in the budget right now, don't come to me in March when the budget's due in April. Come to me in November. Come to me in October. Go speak to your legislators in September. Write to your governor right now and say no damn pipelines. Now. Don't put the money into our budget for pipelines. That's now. Even though the session starts in January, she releases her budget in January. We spent 3 to 4 months going over that budget. We've got about 21 days. We have about 11,000 bills that have been introduced in New York State. We have about 800 to 1,200 bills that pass a year. Now imagine how difficult it is to get every single bill done when you're fighting against those odds. What gets a bill done is hearing from you all. And the bills that are the really good bills are the ones that are written when a person who's a legislator meets with all of their constituents and they hear solutions and they say, damn, that's a great bill idea. And they sit down and they write a bill about it. Now I know bills are a pain in the butt because they're not like instant gratification. They are an uphill battle, but I'm a legislator, I write laws. That is the tool in my arsenal to make the world a better place. So yes, I have a voice, and yes, I have a podium, but if you really want me to have lasting change, then stand with me to fight for the legislation that I've written in conversations that I've had with you. That is my tool, that is my strength, so stand with me. And I've got some amazing colleagues, some brilliant, brilliant, courageous colleagues. When I was in local government, I said to people, I'm in local government. That's maybe the last phase where, like, you know, I can find courage and there isn't, like, serious corruption because we have to look each other in the face. But, you know, state and federal, that's probably where a lot of corruption happens. You put a human in the room and you put our egos in the room and you can find corruption anywhere. I don't care where it is. Hold everybody accountable. But I'm telling you, I have found some brilliant, courageous legislators at the state level. And I'm going to read, and I want everybody to take out their phone, hold it up because I'm a teacher and I'm giving you homework. Everybody, hold your phone up. I want it in your hand because I'm giving you notes to take. And I'm going to give all of these notes to Emily, who was just talking. I want you all to go to her website, the Indivisible Tompkins website after this, and all of these bills are going to be here. But I'm going to show you some of the hard work that we're doing because we have been listening and there are some solutions. And we need to implement them, but we need to hold the speaker accountable. Who is the leader of the assembly accountable. We need to hold the majority leader, who is the leader of the Senate accountable, and we need to demand that these bills are brought to the floor and voted on as a package so that they move. And then we need the governor to sign them so that we are protecting immigrants in our communities, so that we are protecting the working class in our communities, so that we are protecting the environment in our communities. And I'm just scraping the surface because I was only given 10 minutes. So here you go. I'm going to talk about immigrant rights. We have a beautiful bill at the state level, New York for All. And that is a state level. Raise your hand if you've heard of this bill, because you are now my messengers and my champions. For anybody who hasn't heard of this bill, this is the ultimate bill in creating New York. The entire state is its sanctuary. It says that you can't ask for papers just randomly of someone on the street. That's super important. It prohibits entities from sharing a person's immigration status information. It bars the transfer of custody of individuals to immigration authorities. It forbids the use of state and local resources for immigration enforcement. We will not use New York State taxpayer dollars to do the federal ICE's jobs for them. They can do their own damn job with their own damn money. It sets up reporting and oversight, so state and local agencies must publish the information of engagement, number of times immigration authorities have requested information, number of times they have requested transfers. We want to see all of that data. That bill is A3506, Assembly Bill 3506. Write it down. My housemate and beloved friend, Karina Reyes. That bill is S2235 in the Senate. Here's another bill, access to representation. Every single time a person is arrested, they don't have any representation. Immigration law is super complicated. So they are 80 times more likely to be deported if they do not have representation, and they bank on that. They should get representation whether they have the ability to pay for it or not. And that bill is A270. Write it down. A270. A141. Here's another bill. Dignity, not detention. Dignity, not detention. And it prohibits state and local governments in New York from making or renewing contracts with ICE. We have governments. And we have sheriffs who are elected, who have signed contracts in New York with ICE. I was in Madison County just a week ago, and I was on a farm talking to migrant workers on that farm. And not a single person had told them that their sheriff had signed a contract with ICE to hunt down people and hand them over to ICE. We've got to make sure, totally unacceptable, but it's up to us to tell every single migrant worker what's going on in their community. We need to make sure that when they need a doctor's appointment, we drive them. There is something called roderos, and they take $100 every single ride for a person who is too scared to drive themselves to go to Walmart to get themselves food, to go to a doctor's office to go to a doctor, to take their kid to school. Unconscionable. Look at how many people are here. We can give rides. We've got cars. They need a ride, we take them. We protect them, because here's something crazy that you might not know. The driver's seat of a car is technically considered not private property, it's considered public. But the rest of the car is considered private. So if the person driving is a white person like me with blonde hair, I should be the one driving because they're not going to pull me over, even if every other person in the car is a person who's a migrant worker or an immigrant. Did y'all know that? Now you do. Here's another bill. Build Act. It's freaking amazing. For every single nonprofit that does work protecting immigrants in our communities, it gives them money to do workforce development, to build up their workforce, to make sure they have the funds to protect all of the immigrants in our communities. That bill, A2689, write that down. Those are some of the most important bills that we have in front of us that we all need to support. I know that it is an uphill battle, but what we need to demand is this. We used to, in the Assembly and the Senate, we used to do packages of bills. And we would demand that they do all the bills in one day as a package. And we call these bills the People's Package. They could take every single one of these bills as a package and pass them the first week in January of the legislative session and get these bills signed. That's what we demand. And we tell them, you believe in affordability, you believe in economic development, I'll use Republican language. They pay $1 trillion in taxes a year. $1 trillion, immigrants in the United States. We are all immigrants. Screw that. We all are. They are family. They are us. We are them. Here's something that we need to do. We need to take back the wealth in this country. We have seen a leakage of all of the money into not even the 1% anymore, but the 0.1%. We have the #1 billionaires in the country live in New York State. Unconscionable. Who the hell needs $1 billion to live? No one. No one. I carry the billionaire's tax. Every single one of us who owns a house, we pay taxes, property taxes on our home every single year. We haven't sold our home, it's not capital gains, but we pay taxes every single year. But if you're wealthy enough and you put it into a boat, or you put it into a $2 million painting, you never, ever, ever pay taxes on that until you sell it. But what they do is this, and this is a trick they do. They take those large purchases and that wealth, and then they go to the bank and they get really cheap loans, way cheaper than any of us could get, because they're so wealthy, the bank wants them. And then they play in the stock market with the loan from the bank while they maintain the property and the wealth in that product. That's unconscionable. They make the wealth off of all the playing that they do on the stock market with all of that loan money. They keep the wealth in that boat and that painting and the third boat and the fourth boat and the plane. They die with it. And then they pass all that wealth on to their kids, and that wealth is never, ever taxed, ever. Capital gains then is never paid, so it goes generation to generation. There's an heirs tax, there's a billionaire's tax that would balance that out, that exists in the Invest in Our New York package, and that will also be on the website. I'm gonna give you two more really quickly, and one more environmental. Stock transfer tax. They transfer. They make $1 million every second. Every single one of those transfers used to be taxed. Now we rebate it back to them because we're too scared. Stop rebating it back to them. We keep that, we distribute it out to all the services that we need. The New York Health Act. It is not a progressive pie in the sky. It is pragmatic and practical. It takes all of the federal dollars that we get for Medicaid, Medicare, all the benefits that go into CHIPS for children's health care. We pool it all into one fund at the state level. All of the employers who can pay into the system, they pay into the system. We have small income tax that pays into the system, and that huge fund creates universal health care. Screw the federal government, they can't play with us anymore. The New York Health Act is universal health care. It is the right way to go. And here's one last thing that I will say. I have a whole entire package on this that I can't read to you right now because of time. They are taking away women's rights to choose with their body, and I'm so fucking sick of it. And every single one of us should be. We have about 8 bills in the legislature that would protect women's right to choose and protect their body. And I want every single one of you writing op-eds. I want you writing to your legislators. I want you demanding all your friends around the state to demand their legislators sign on. Make us do these bills. And I'm going to say one last thing about affordability. By the way, please get in touch with my office or Indivisible to find out how you can stand up, and the information that I have, because I've spent 10 years studying data centers. We have to all stand together on that, because that will redirect all of the wealth to one company that doesn't live here, and we believe in local. We believe in local. We want local jobs, and this will not create it. We talk about energy affordability, and that is the last thing that I will say. Trump wants nukes and he wants natural gas because that will make money for his friends. Every single nuke, there's been one nuke that's been built, nuclear plant that's been built in the last 25 years. It was supposed to be $17 billion. It cost $30 billion. It took over a decade to build, and it was all paid for by taxpayers. Do you think that's energy affordability? Because I don't. That is not energy affordability. Pipelines. The pipelines that they now want to build, $200 million a year, every single year until it's paid for by taxpayers. I'm not even talking about the environmental impacts, which are horrifying, but y'all are here, so y'all know about them. But you want to push back in their language, talk about energy affordable, because that doesn't sound energy affordable to me. That is not building in and supporting our system. The one thing that will is building renewable energy infrastructure, because it'll give us energy independence, so that we are not dependent on our national fascist government, and we are not dependent on other fascist dictatorships around the world. Energy independence, build our scoping plan, that's true energy affordability, and that protects our environment. And oh my God, why are we making that extraneous? Because we are at the cutting edge of falling off the cliff of an environment that can no longer sustain humanity, because we are destroying it because we're obsessed with convenience. Our motto should be, how much is enough? What makes happiness? breaking bread with your family, taking a hike outside, not another piece of consumerism, having our family and having our friends and having each other's back. That's all we need for happiness. That's all we need for happiness. So let's stand together. I love you all so much. I will keep fighting for you. You fight with me. We fight together. And we will fight this dictatorship until he is gone. I love you.
Right now, we're going to hear Travis Knapp.
Oh my gosh, you all actually are quite beautiful to look at. Thanks for coming down today. Thank you. Are y'all willing to sing a little bit? All right. You'll know what to do when it's time. Now I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it could be. Someday it's gonna come. And I've been crying lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides a peace train. Oh, peace train, take this country. Come take me home again. Now I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be. Someday it's gonna come. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Hey. We gather here with voices raised so we can go back home today to raise our food and families and live our lives in peace. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. When someone truly speaks for you, you'd better speak for them. When someone truly represents you, you'd best represent. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. Healthcare, living wage, education, climate change. One person, one vote. You support the troops, bring them home. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. When I hurt, you hurt. When you hurt, I hurt. When your children hurt, I hurt too. We're all in this together. Gay, straight, woman, man, black, white, brown, tan, immigrant or native child. We're all in this together. Buddhist, Hindu, Jewish, Christian, Sufi, Muslim, or no religion. One truth, many paths. We're all in this together. Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. Look at your hands, put them right out in front of you now. There's a way, these hands are the ones that know how. Every shovel you lift, every tree that you plant, every choice you make, will this improve the land? We're only tenants here, in this body, on this earth. Given just one job, a mandate from birth. Gratitude for every creature doing its part, and gratitude above us that we get to do ours. It's our birthright, foresight, home tight, where we know it's right. We just might reignite the firelight to keep up the fight for ancient forests and rivers, mountaintops where peace resides. Won't be nice, but fear divides. Bloodless life, open your eyes. As long as the sun does rise, we walk here side by side. No idea is too big, no action too small. And these hands, your hands, our hands can hold it all. Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. All right, repeat after me. One voice, one voice, one voice. Echoed back, echoed back, echoed back. Become stronger, and stronger, and stronger, and stronger, and stronger. When the people speak, the truth is heard. 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 When the truth is heard, the people move. When the truth is heard, the people move. When the truth is heard, the people move. When the people move, we can't be stopped. When the people move, we can't be stopped. When the people move, we can't be stopped. We're all in this together. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Thank y'all. Thank you for being here.
Thank you to Travis Knapp. Woohoo! This is what democracy looks like, and it's messy sometimes. But we got each other's backs.
Well, that was amazing. Woo! One more round. All right. So my name is Suman Seth. I'm faculty at Cornell, where I teach the history of science and medicine. I'm also, and more importantly right now, the vice president of our local chapter of the AAUP, the American Association of University Professors. I was going to say presidents. Be better if it was. And it's mostly with that hat on that I want to talk to you at our second attempt to explain to a rancid and incompetent would-be king that royalty don't rule in a democracy. Before I do that, however, two little history factoids. I was reading that our short-fingered vulgarian is aiming to build a monument in D.C. that is being nicknamed the Arch de Trump. It's a reference, of course, to the Arc de Triomphe, which was built in honor of the Emperor Napoleon. That's one little factoid. Here's the second. This year marks the 210th anniversary of the Battle of Waterloo. After that loss, Napoleon was exiled to the island of St. Helena, where he died about 5 years later, mostly alone. So I am consoling myself right now with this. Emperors come and emperors go, but the people are always here. We were here before this menace took power, and we'll be here when his presidency is nothing more than a shabby stain on our national memory. We, the people, are in charge in a democracy. Our politicians serve and represent us, not the other way around. Our imbecilic ruler has forgotten that if he ever knew it, but it seems to me that we Americans, and this is my adoptive home despite this accent, we Americans have also forgotten something important. The culture we consume all the time, movies, novels, TV, wants us to believe that change happens at the will of individuals. They lead us to think that the only way to change the world is by being a wizard or a superhero or a saint. We ask ourselves what we can do, and we realize that we are tiny in the faces of forces that overwhelm us. Here's the thing. There isn't much that we can do as individuals, but we can shake and roil the world as collectives. What can I do? Maybe not so much. What can we do? Baby, what can we do? So my plea for today, join a collective, whether it's a labor union or a professional association or your local church, and just as importantly, gather up the people you know who aren't here and drag them along. So here's to hoping that we don't need a No Kings Part 3. But if we do, let's remember some history. Things didn't end well for Napoleon I, or Napoleon III, or the Tsar, or Kaiser Wilhelm II, and it's not going to end well for this clown in chief. Solidarity forever, and an end to all kings and tyrants.
None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. None of us are free. Sing it with us. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. Here's a song. When they're out, you better listen, my people, 'cause if you do, you can hear. There are voices still calling across the years. They are crying across the ocean, and they are crying across the land, and they will till we all come to understand. Here's where you help us. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. Sing it again. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. When there are people in darkness and they can't see the light, if we don't say it's wrong, then it says it's right. We gotta feel for each other, let our sisters know we care. We gotta get the message, send it out loud and clear. Here we go. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. Sing it with us. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. Let me hear you sing it. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. One more time. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. One last time. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free.
All right.
All right. I'm going to lead a chant, and they're going to respond, and you guys learn from them, and we're going to do it together, okay? So, when I say, when unions are under attack, what do?
Stand up,
Fight back! When our neighbors are under attack, what do?
Stand up, fight back.
When the environment is under attack, what do?
Stand up, fight back.
When education's under attack, stand up, fight back! When free speech is under attack,
Stand up, fight back.
when science is under attack,
Stand up, fight back.
when civil liberties are under attack,
Stand up, fight back.
what do?
Stand up, fight back.
When reproductive rights are under attack,
Stand up, fight back.
when education's under attack,
Stand up, fight back.
what do?
Stand up, fight back.
Stand up, fight back!
Stand up, fight back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hello, everyone. It is such an honor to speak to each of you at once. Please take some time to talk to all the amazing people around you. There's a lot of you. My name is Jared Tolbert. I'm a second-year law student at Cornell University. Thank you. This past summer, I was a law clerk at the office of the Los Angeles City Attorney's Public Rights Branch on a team involved in litigation against the Trump administration. Thank you. Thank you. As we all know, over summer, against the will of our mayor, governor, and likely the majority of Americans, the federal government deployed the California National Guard into Los Angeles. Thank you. On Monday, July 7th, the National Guard, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE for short, the Department of Homeland Security, DEA, and U.S. Marshal Service conducted a surprise military sweep of a local park dubbed Operation Excalibur. During Operation Excalibur, 80 soldiers, 17 military Humvees, and more heavily armed personnel swept through MacArthur Park, only to find children playing at summer camp. That same day, our office moved to intervene in a lawsuit against the Trump administration to prevent ICE from violating constitutional rights. Thanks. After winning in federal court against the offices of Kristi Noem, Kash Patel, and Pam Bondi on July 15th, a temporary restraining order was granted, halting the roving ICE raids. But what happened next was completely unexpected. On July 16th, 2,000 National Guard troops left Los Angeles. On July 21st, 700 active duty Marines withdrew from Los Angeles. By July 31st, nearly all 4,100 National Guard troops had demobilized. They left. It is hard to know what worked. It could have been the protests remaining overwhelmingly peaceful, even after Operation Excalibur. The pressure of national publicity, the soldiers not wanting to be there, or the authority of the court itself. The truth is, we'll never know, but it was definitely a collective effort and a struggle that continues to unfold. On September 8th, the Supreme Court stayed the temporary restraining order without releasing a majority opinion on what's called their shadow docket. This means that ICE can resume its roving raids. Then on October 5th, the Trump administration attempted to send the California National Guard into Oregon, but has so far been blocked by another temporary restraining order. I'd like to leave you all with the words of my grandmother, a retired English teacher who participated in the civil rights movement. When I told her I would be up here today, she said, "You shouldn't speak because it will just be what you're thinking." What she's saying is, this is about all of us. Then lastly, she also said, we all thought we were the last generation. Meaning as challenging as times were for them, they made it. Thanks for listening. No kings.
I am a member of the Wild Women Artists Collective, a group of artist activists. In Unmasked ICE, our goal is to expose the true identity, the true nature of United States Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, and her ICE police in a way that will grab your attention, elicit emotions. Yes, go ahead, boo. And give you important information and hopefully stir you into action. In researching this project, we wondered, what are the true impacts of ICE police raids? How much are taxpayers spending to build the ICE Army? What cuts are being made to finance ICE? Who is profiting from the detaining high numbers of immigrants? How is ICE affecting communities? The ICE police wear bulletproof vests, which become a surface which we could display facts about ICE impact. After I read each statement, I encourage us all to chant, "Unmask ICE." Say it with me, "Unmask ICE." Let's say it so loud that Chicago and Portland can hear us. Unmask ICE. Even louder, let our government in Washington, D.C. hear us. Unmask ICE. The ICE budget is more than the budgets for FBI, DEA, ATF, U.S. Marshals, and the entire prison system combined. Unmask ICE! ICE is the highest funded law enforcement in U.S. history. Unmask ICE! America has lost $12 billion in tax revenue from detained and intimidated workers who do not receive benefits. Unmask ICE! Private contractors hold 90% of detained immigrants. Geo Group alone profits $240 million annually. Unmask ICE! 71.7% of detainees have no criminal record. Unmask ICE! Arrests of non-criminal immigrants up 800%. Unmask ICE! ICE racially profiles brown people. Unmask ICE! At least 60% of all Americans oppose deportation without due process. Unmask ICE! Don't let Trump's ICE police normalize cruelty. Unmask ICE! Support acts that require ICE to wear ID, such as the New York State MELT Act, the National Visible Act, and the other acts that Annis Kellis spoke about today. Unmask ICE! 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 And thank you to all our costume guests today. Thanks, everybody.
Hello, Ithaca. Thank you, each and every one of you for being here today. This is so impactful, really important, and I just appreciate seeing all of your beautiful faces. We're going to play some rock and roll for you. Down the loudest man in the crowd, a perfect pawn to rev up the house. I told you so, labels and clues, invisible, all they were. So the brilliant hoax, the brilliant hoax. Fire 'em off without delay. Whip 'em up from the vigorous stage. I told you so. Labels and clothes, invisible, all they were. So the brilliant hoax, the brilliant hoax. Like every stop clock, he's right twice a day. But the second he's on, the minute slips away. I told you so. Labels and codes, invisible and burners. I assumed this was a joke, like surely someone's blowing smoke, but now we're sicker than before. A gone too thick to stay to die. There's a door. I told you so. Labels and codes, invisible and burners. I told you so. Labels and codes, invisible, all they were. So the brilliant hoax, the brilliant. This must be a joke. This must be a joke. This must be a joke. Ithaca, you look so beautiful out there. Thank you so much for being here. Let me out of here. I hate it. Caught this fever. We can break it, people. Power. is the world without us? We need some healing. Oh, no, another death, another born. Oh, the wheel keeps spinning on. I feel crazy. I feel outside of myself. This lethal talent is growing up and down. It's just amazing how the truth got shut out. To know the ravings, you better watch your sleep now. No, another death, another born. No, the wheel keeps spinning on. No, another death, another born. No, the wheel keeps spinning on. Every time I get frustrated, I turn my face away from it, but the dread, it draws me back. I am one who believes in people. I am one who needs to keep the faith that we are worth saving. Where are the saviors? Is there a grown-up around? Mosquito Nation with John blood from the ground. Feel like an island around a circling mouth, beating a drum, but not a soul hears a sound. No, no, another death, another born. No, no, the wheel keeps spinning on. No, another death, another born. No, the wheel keeps spinning on. Every time I get frustrated, I turn my face away from it, but the dread, it draws me back. I am one who believes in people. I am one who needs to keep the faith that we are worth saving. I don't wanna wait with my arms over my head. My mother is taught to crouch like a bug under her bed. And all the leaders like to play musical chairs. Eventually the music stops and no one's Every time I get frustrated, I turn my face away from it, but the dread, it draws me back. I am one who believes in people. I am one who needs to keep the faith that we are worth saving. Every time I get frustrated, I turn my face away from it, but the dread, it draws me back. I am one who believes in people. I am one who needs to keep the faith that we are worth saving. Every time I get frustrated, I turn my face away from it, but the dread, it draws me back. I am one believes in people. I am one who needs to keep the faith that we are worth saving.
Thank you. Joy is indeed a form
of resistance, and so is dancing. So if you feel like it, get on up here in the front. These people have the right idea. If you feel like creating some joy today, this is the most powerful thing that you can do to keep this resistance moving forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is called Your Turn. Does anybody here want to hear a little story about a girl who's had enough? Would anybody else here like to share her story? The floor is yours, it's open up. Can everybody hear the crowd's increasing roar? And then pick out sustainable. Toxicity is unsustainable. Love is sustainable. Keep taking care of each other out there. Keep taking care of each other out there. We love you. We hope to see you again real soon. My name is Maddie Walsh. This is Mike Suave on guitar, Mike Parker on the drums, Michael Wu on the bass, and Zach Rohrer on the keys. Thank you, everybody. Take care. We love you so much. We're going to be okay.
Welcome to Robert Cantelmo and the young ones if they want to come up.
Knowing them, they're going to come up halfway through. Good afternoon, Ithaca. So I need to begin with a painful truth. The truth is that the crisis of our democracy did not begin with Donald Trump. The crisis of our democracy began when political elites decided that the working class no longer mattered. When they told us that life, liberty, and happiness were pursued through enriching ourselves instead of lifting up one another. When they told us that the market would save us. When equality meant only the equality to enrich ourselves. When they told us that individualism mattered more than community. Is that right? Is that right? These cracks in our democracy widened with Citizens United. When the Supreme Court said they were opening the floodgates to unlimited spending for oligarchic interests. As the working class has lost power, the cost of living has gone through the roof. Workers are told, you gotta work harder and make do with less. Is Ithaca okay with that? Are we okay when renters are told to be patient or to just deal with it or to pull themselves up by their bootstraps? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with housing and health care being sold as commodities to be trafficked and sold instead of being basic human rights? Those are the things that have hollowed out our democracy. Not one politician, not one election. It has been decades of decisions that treat us as if we are expendable to be sacrificed at the altar of profit. If you want to turn this around, you need to do it yourself. Real democracy starts where we live and work. In our unions, in our workplaces, and in our neighborhoods. The billionaires won't do it. The establishment Democrats won't do it. No one is coming to do it. Let me be clear. No one is coming to save you. I appreciate it. It's New York State law, not me. If we want to save ourselves, we need to organize new unions and democratize the ones that already exist. We need to stand with teachers that fight still for fair pay, still out of contract, still trying to scrape by. You need to stand and have the back of every worker who is silenced, not just the ones that, oh my goodness, not just the ones where it's politically expedient. We need to stand and have the back of every immigrant who is detained for just trying to get by. Democracy is not something you watch happen. It is something you build with other people. Don't break your promise to yourself and let this be the last thing you do in this fight. You can choose to live in a nation that continues to serve the elite, or you can build one that works for everyone. No kings, no saviors, just us. Standing together for a fair share and a future where you can rely on having dignity, prosperity, and equality. Thank you very much.
All in this together. We're all in this together. Yeah. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.